Hello there, my beautiful Libra friends. How are you? Welcome back to Sacred Knowledge Tarot. I am so happy and thankful and excited to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria and I do these readings every week. All right, everyone, on January the 29th, mark your calendars down. We have a powerful event that is about to take place. This is where the new moon in the sign of Aquarius joins forces with the wood snakes. We're about to enter a new lunar year, and there's so many powerful energies at play here, everyone. I actually had to write some of this stuff down. So this energy is actually encouraging all of us to trust our inner voices. Okay, and balance our intellect with our intuition. Very powerful energies of connection with spirit right now. They're wanting you to dream big. They're really wanting you to light that fire within you. Is there something that you desire to do or to create? What is that? To actually visualize it. Write it down, set an intention around it. Pair it with the wisdom to execute these plans step by step. All right, and they want you to focus on your intention. So set an intention and intentions behind your actions, and allow time to meditate or journal to gain clarity. Meditation and journaling are very powerful. Okay, if you're able to implement those, it takes a little effort. It's something that you have to create a habit around. But once you do that, oh my gosh, your world will change. Now, Spirit has called me to use these card decks to bring you messages around this reading. We're going to first start with an animal spirit card, an animal's energy that you're meant to work with, and a message with that animal. Then I'm going to pull 3 cards out of my tarot deck to see what else Spirit wants to share with you, followed by a bonus card from the Soul Mirror Oracle card deck. And this is a deck where Spirit is calling us to really go inward, to really reconnect with ourselves and stay connected throughout the year with ourselves. We're going to close off with an angel number as well. So those of you that are watching today, if you've been seeing signs through animals or insects, any kind of repeating numbers or angel numbers, this is all going to give you your confirmation and guidance today. So stay tuned for all of this, my beautiful friends. All right, Libra, let's call in Spirit and open up your reading. See what it is that Spirit would like you to hear today. So animal spirit that you're meant to work with is the zebra. They're wanting you to be open-minded. Okay, so practice open-mindedness. So if you're seeing a zebra, this is a confirmation for you. And if you haven't seen one, you're seeing one now on your screen. So there's more than one way of looking at things. You must be ready to accept alternative viewpoints and new ideas. You must open your eyes to new ideas and new ways of resolving problems. Okay, so once again, there is more than one way of looking at things. You must be ready to accept alternative viewpoints and new ideas. You must open your eyes to new ideas and new ways of resolving problems. Okay, so perhaps there's something happening in your life right now and you're seeing it one way. They're wanting you to actually put yourself in someone else's shoes or look from a different angle. Okay, there's something that you're not seeing in a situation that you might be experiencing. So let's go ahead and pull 3 tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So King of Swords. This is where you gain clarity, but learn how to gain clarity through situations that you experience by keeping a grounded approach, by being open-minded, right? You want to be able to see things through different perspectives because there's more than one truth in any situation that you might be experiencing. So the King of Swords here, and we have the High Priestess. This is where you really tune into your intuition. You want to definitely use your intellect, but also your intuition, right? Using these together in harmony in order to navigate whatever it is that you might be experiencing. There's something that is being revealed to you here, Libra. And we also have the 5 of Cups. So I'm getting a vibration that is a bit lower. There's something that you're holding on to and carrying around. And this is something that is interfering with you experiencing what you desire to experience, you experiencing abundance or love in your life. You're wearing a lens that isn't suiting you right now, Libra. So 5 of Cups here now. I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, but you will also receive your own messages. So anywhere you're seeing zebras, okay, so this could be, you know, on a frame, on the internet. I'm getting like something that doesn't look like what it's meant to. So I'm seeing a bunch of zebras. And when you have a crowd of zebras, it starts to get kind of, you don't know where one zebra starts and where one ends, right? So this is the energy that I'm feeling here for some of you. Now, before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs. So I'm going to talk about this first. This is what Spirit wants me to do because I feel there's a lens that you might be wearing where you're seeing things that don't make you feel good, or you're focusing on those things in your life. So how are you showing up in your life right now, Libra? I want you to ask yourself this and really think about this. Like, how are you choosing to experience whatever it is that you're going through right now? Are you seeing the abundance of love that is surrounding you? It's definitely there. It's just maybe if you're in this energy, there's something within you that you're focusing on that is interfering or distracting you from experiencing what you're meant to and desiring to experience. Okay, so there's a releasing and letting go here. I'm seeing someone holding on to something that has been with you for a very long time. This could be words that were spoken to you at a point in your life and it has changed your life. It's almost like turned you into a version of yourself that isn't in tune with the energy before you heard these words. Okay, I don't know who's carrying this around, but it's time now to let that go. Not to allow that to be a barrier between you and abundance, you and love, and whatever it is that you desire to experience in your life. Grief. Grief is a hard place to be, right? And we have our own journey. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen there, right? So if you're moving through it, I feel a lot of times this grief stays with us, but we learn how to cope with it, how to manage it, and become one with it, because sometimes we can't release it, but we can learn to work with it, learn to build a relationship with it, right? So I'm getting someone that might go into a spiral here and there. Maybe you were triggered recently or something happened, creating this energy within you that is putting you into this lower vibration. Maybe you haven't recognized that you're here, right? And I'm seeing some of you, this is where Spirit is wanting you to pull yourself out of whatever you're spiraling down into, especially if you're aware of it. You have the power to come out of it. You have the power to look and experience your life in the way you choose to, rather than whatever other energies that are pulling you in their direction. What else is that there was something coming in here is a cloak that someone's wearing. There is this comfort in the discomfort that you're experiencing. What is this in your life, Libra? Share with me in the comment section below. It's almost like you have settled or accepted something that, so when we want to change things, we have to change them ourselves. And if we can't change them, then we have to accept them. So I feel someone has accepted something in their life, but they have chosen to accept it with the lens that isn't looking at the blessings in the situation. Like, you're not making the best of the situation. Instead, you're accepting the fact that your life isn't the greatest and this is what you're deserving of, or whatever reason you have behind it. They want you to let that go because that is not true. This is limiting you from actually experiencing what you're meant to experience in this experience that you're in right now, right? And if you're not wanting to accept it, you have to release it and let it go. That's all there is to it. Spirit saying that's all there is to it, and you have to make a choice here. All right, Libra. So there's something here that has got you in this energy, this space where, I don't know, it's almost like you're just accepting it, but you don't want to accept it. It's like you're fighting with it, but there's no motivation. There's nothing that is giving you that fire to point in a different, or look in the different direction, or look through a different perspective. Like, they want you to create that fire within you, right? We have this beautiful new energy, this new opportunity with the new moon. It's asking you to release what no longer serves you and allow yourself to be free to explore and receive love in your life, to receive abundance, because you're deserving and worthy of it. So you have to release that weight, that heavy cloak you've been wearing, and allow yourself to be free. And you know, when we become comfortable with our discomforts, like that's another thing that we can do. We can become comfortable with our discomforts, like parts of ourselves, where we learn to balance and work with that energy and turn it into something that is productive or creative. This is more so a stuck energy that I'm feeling, where you're kind of just sulking in it rather than allowing it to flow. It feels like it's become stagnant. So we sometimes don't even realize we're in this energy. So they're really wanting to make a point that you work on releasing these energies, right? So, and because we're in this energy, I'm getting some sort of, now you're a very stable person, Libra. It might not feel like it because you're in this energy, but you have a lot of power. You've experienced this power before this energy came in. Okay, so who were you before you experienced this energy? There's different parts, different moments that you have gone through in your life, through your childhood to where you are now. Many different kinds of experiences. What was an elevated period in your life where you felt you had a lot of clarity? You knew that your life was going in a really good direction. For some of you, this is right now. Maybe you have gotten past some sort of a situation and you're able to look back and understand and know that, you know what, that was a lesson, that was an experience I was meant to go through, because had I not gone through that, I wouldn't be here today, right? So you understand why you went through it, some of the powers that you have gained, and what you're meant to apply through that experience. What you learned, you're now applying in your life. So you have created this grounded and stable place. And what Spirit wants you to do right now, especially if you're not feeling this energy, is to cultivate that strength within yourself, to clear some of that stuff that you've been holding on to. That's where it first starts, right? You have to clear the clutter, because I feel the clutter sometimes plugs us up, so we don't really get to connect with ourselves. This is a deep connection to yourself, your source energy, your true you, your authentic self. And right now we have the energy of the snake, where there's major shedding that is happening, right? We have these two beautiful energies that are working in union in order to allow us to release what no longer serves us and become more free to be ourselves and step into the world in that light. And I believe this about every single human in this world is we all have a story. And I don't know, I feel that at some point in our lives, we have dreamt or thought about sharing that story. Or, you know, when we were a child, we wanted to do something creative. We wanted to fly, right? Or we wanted to, you know, be a princess or, you know, a firefighter, whatever dreams you had as a child. That is a story that you wanted to share when you were younger. And maybe your story isn't exactly that, but I feel that it actually is, in a weird sense, not in a weird sense, in a spiritual sense, if you actually play that story back to yourself. It's really interesting how that's coming up for you. But there's this awareness, there is this understanding, knowledge, information that you are gaining at this time. So this is really important, that you allow yourself to learn through whatever experience you're having, because you're consciously expanding right now and you're going to see your reality differently. You're going to see different opportunities coming in. This is something that you have cultivated or you're meant to cultivate. So bringing yourself back into center and mastering connecting with yourself, rather than some of the external energies that might be trying to influence you or pull you towards them, distract you, or interfere with the vibration that you're meant to be vibrating at. Okay, so this is a deep connection to spirit. Meditation is really good for this. Connecting with water, but mindful practices. That's what they're saying here, to implement mindful practices and to keep an open mind, because I just feel things are going to happen in ways that some of you are not expecting. Maybe it's going to be out of the norm than what you have experienced in your life. And, you know, being open and allowing yourself to see things in a different light, it will allow you to see something that you might not have seen when it was there all along. It's like the zebras all standing together and you really can't see where one starts and where one ends. all of a sudden, it's like you put on different lens of different color, then all of a sudden you see something different. This is what they're showing me here with this card. So you have this innate ability to see things through different lenses here. And for some of you, this is something that you've had to master, but you have mastered it, and here you are, right? Effort and energy that you put out there into that mental focus is going to pay you dividends, like pay you in a big, big way, rewards that, again, you have not experienced before. So here I feel this is your subconscious energy, and I'm getting a paradigm shift happening within the subconscious. So there's some sort of information that has passed the subconscious, past the conscious into your subconscious, and now we have this communication happening, and we are unlocking this experience in your life right now where you're going to see things in a different way. So where there, again, the zebra energy, you're going to see opportunities where you haven't seen them before. And it's always been there. It's just you never saw it because you weren't looking through that lens. And it's a part of you, again, that has been activated. I'm getting some of you diving deep into something, like you're trying to master something, or without you even actually knowing it, you're absorbing energy and you're starting to actually, because you have been absorbing it for a little while, it's now starting to take shape because there's some sort of a belief or interest that you have on it. And because you have been focusing on it quite a bit, now you're starting to see that it's been engraved, it's gone through, it's gotten access to your subconscious. So your bouncer, which is your consciousness, allowed this to enter, and it's now becoming a part of you. This is what I'm getting here with the High Priestess. And because this is happening for you, you're seeing signs around you. Lots of different signs. So you might be seeing things spelled out for you. This is really interesting, on signs, or maybe you're looking at a menu and perhaps you were looking for guidance. Maybe you were talking about something and all of a sudden you're hearing it online, like the exact phrase, or maybe someone says it. This is a confirmation for you, but I'm also getting some of you seeing something that you recently talked about. Maybe you lost something, or you were talking about your keys or some sort of an item that you may not have seen or you need, and you were talking about it. Now you're seeing someone else with it, or the internet is serving it to you because of the algorithm. I don't know. This is what's coming through here for you. But these are all confirmations, numbers, animals. Maybe you're seeing a zebra or a different animal. You're definitely getting signs here. And if you're seeing a lot of black animals, like black cats, crows, a black dog, right? Black birds, it's just letting you know maybe there's some darker energy that you need to be aware of within you that might be lurking around or trying to get a hold of you, right? So it's really interesting how the universe is communicating with you right now, Libra. Okay, even black squirrels are coming up for some of you. Now, dreams, pay attention to your dreams, because I feel communication is going to come through your dreams. I'm getting past ones that are communicating with you, bringing you messages around. I feel this has to do with your future. Like there's something that is about to happen in your life. And again, it's showing up through these two cards, the Five of Cups and the Knight of Swords, right? There's something that you're about to release. And as you're elevating to this new frequency and vibration, there is this incremental awareness that takes place, allowing you to have a breakthrough in the experience that you're having right now. So something is being unlocked here, and there's a lot of truth that is going to reveal itself, truth for you in a way that I feel you've already known, but this is going to be a confirmation for you. And you're going to be able to take action. So this is your intuition guiding you right now. This is the energy that has come in, and especially with the new moon, but the snake, you're highly intuitive. And this is a time where Spirit calls us to strengthen our intuition. Use your intellect, but also use your intuition. Sometimes things don't make sense, but they feel right. Listen to that. If it feels right for you and it might not make sense, listen to that intuition, because everything will unfold in the way it's meant to, and it will all make sense to you, okay? And don't be afraid. They want you to release any kind of fear. There's some sort of deep-seated fear you have. And again, you might not even know it. I don't know if any of you have been, what is this called? What are they showing me here? Sleep paralysis. If you've been experiencing sleep paralysis, this is you actually having the outer body experience, you're astral projecting, right? So maybe it's time for you to learn and study astral projection and leaving your body. So those of you, especially if that's frightening to you, I feel you need to learn more about it. You're afraid because there's not enough information for you to understand what's going on. I've had that happen to me. So yeah, just gaining more information just to understand, and that will give you awareness and it won't be scary anymore, right? So this is what Spirit is asking you to do, is allow yourself to be open and receptive and know that things are happening in ways that you might not understand, and you're going to understand because when you're open-minded and you're allowing yourself to receive energy that you might not have experienced before, you're going to see it in, like, you're meant to experience that because you're going to see it in a light that you're meant to see it at. I hope that makes sense. But this is what's happening here for you. So powerful energies at play, and this is how it's going to play out for you throughout the year. This is actually a really good thing. So if you're feeling off balance with this energy, it's all about working with it rather than trying to fight it or resist it, right? Because it is change. Change sometimes isn't comfortable. So bonus card for you is the Soul Mirror Oracle. I'm going to read you the interpretation from this guidebook and see what more Spirit wants to share with you today. So we are getting here for you, Libra. Is celebration mournful or joyous? Are you celebrating life? Are you celebrating yourself? And how are you doing that? Right? Are you spending a lot of time in optimism, or are you pessimistic? Right? So it's, you know, aligning with others. If people around you don't make you feel good, if the energy isn't in alignment, your body's letting you know. Sometimes we become the same vibration as the people we surround ourselves with. We start vibrating in harmony. So they're wanting you to be mindful of the energy that you allow into your energetic space. So mournful or joyous. Celebrate this glorious moment, accomplishment, event, milestone, or person in your life. Perhaps your celebration and you're not seeing it. Okay, so celebrating the present moment is an act of self-creation that supports you to manifest a life of love, joy, and fulfillment. With open arms and a grateful heart, embrace the bliss of each occasion and bask in its radiance. Celebration is a transformative act that supports your connection to the world and infuses your life with the positive energy. When you celebrate, you energetically strengthen your foundations with pure joy, fortifying the life you want to experience. So without the act of celebrating, you hold yourself back from creating a solid footing on what you want in your life. Instead, you will mourn the past for what you didn't have and focus only on what you don't have in the present. It is easy to become fixated on the past and future, but when you do, you miss the beauty and wonder of the present moment. Perhaps the beauty was even there all along, unnoticed and uncelebrated. So dance, sing, move, smile, and rejoice in the moment. Be the divine creator of your life. You are the architect of your own happiness. All right, so we got a reflection message, a journaling prompt. Feel free to write this down. What delightful fruits in your life would you like to see? And how can you fully celebrate their blossoming? Where can you make more time to celebrate the good things in your life and express gratitude for them? So practicing gratitude here is going to be a powerful practice for you. Okay, gratitude for all the things you currently have in your life, because there are so many blessings that are surrounding you. All right, let's go ahead and pull an angel number. If you're seeing an angel number, this is going to be your confirmation and guidance. And when you do see this angel number, remember the message of this card. Speak to Spirit, 4646. When you see this number, Spirit is wanting to communicate with you. If you're allowed to create some space and time for you to connect with Spirit, even if it's for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, this is what they would like you to do, right? Connect with Spirit, clear your mind of any kind of thoughts or weight that you're carrying. So receive divine guidance. This is a time for you to now receive divine guidance. You're tapped into your intuition, and that's going to be your guiding force. Intuition, this knowing, right? They want you to trust your inner knowing, okay? spiritual development. This is a time of spiritual development. So the more that you practice connecting with your intuition, the better you're going to get at it, the better you're going to develop it, right? It's meant to be a holy practice in your life. Oh, and before I forget, I just wanted to mention to everyone that I have a secondary channel. It's called Sacred Knowledge Living. Now, this is a channel where myself and my family bring you creative content together. You're going to find podcasts there with us, meditations, and behind the scenes, and so much more. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below. If you're interested, you can go and check that out. Otherwise, enjoy the video. Okay, so this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching.